Hi, my name is Morgan Strickland, and today I'm going to be giving my call to action speech. I chose my topic on poaching. So, as you can see, the title slide has a very bold picture. I chose this because I wanted to set a mood for the entire presentation of how serious this topic is. This is elephant tusks that have been collected from a poaching site and are being burned. What is poaching? Poaching is when someone illegally hunts an animal that is not one's own or in contravention of official protection. In short, it's when you kill an animal illegally. So anytime anybody goes out without a hunting license, that can be considered poaching because you are killing an animal illegally, knowing the law states otherwise. Around 300,000 species are driven to extinction every year due to poaching. That means around 100 million animals each year are killed and mutilated due to poaching. And yes, I say mutilated because most of them are not quick, easy deaths. They are set in traps, snares, all sorts of stuff. Poaching versus hunting. Hunting is completely legal and is regulated to prevent wildlife loss. I used the example of deer. That's a very common thing here in North Carolina. Everybody goes deer hunting, everybody goes turkey hunting. They're overpopulated, which means the ecosystems that they live in and they survive in and contribute to are overcrowded by them. There are way too many deer in one ecosystem. A good way to compare that to is, on an elevator, it's weighted. There's a certain amount of weight that can be on that elevator. If you have over that weight limit, the elevator's not going to move. It's not going to work. But under that weight limit, the elevator's going to continue to work and it's going to continue to thrive. One of the reasons we hunt deer is because of those ecosystems. We are a part of those ecosystems, however big or small, we are still a part of them. So to keep those at a maintainable level and regulated, we can kill the deer that are overpopulated and hunt them, and not just kill them for sport, but kill them and use them as resources for us and for that ecosystem. Why do poachers do it? Poachers are obviously getting something out of it, you know what I mean? Like, they would not be doing it, we wouldn't have this problem. Species would be going extinct if they weren't getting something out of it. It is their job to poach. They don't do anything else, that's all they think about. On average, a tiger skin can be sold for anywhere between $5,000 and $10,000. I don't have that money to drop, so I will not be buying a tiger skin anytime soon. Meanwhile, the eyes, meat, claws, and bones are sold on the black market for much more. The meat and bones not only is rare because it's illegal to kill them, I'll get into it later, but they can be used for medicinal purposes. Along with money, some may do it for social media fame, which is not the smartest decision because the poacher can easily be identified. If I was going to do something illegal, which I don't, but if I was going to do something illegal, I wouldn't want anybody to know about it. So why would I post about it on social media? Because it only gives the authorities an easier way to get, you know what I mean? So it's really stupid, but some do it for the social media fame and for clout. Rhinoceros horns are used in traditional Chinese medicine and ranges in uses, treating fevers, stopping nosebleeds, and preventing strokes. The horn can also be mounted or carved into jewelry to show status and wealth. Tiger bone can be used to treat chronic pains, while their fur is most commonly made into robes or coats, as it's luxurious and shows that you're rich. So we have two similarities in this slide. Both of them are being used for medicine, and both are being used to show wealth. There are plenty of other alternatives to medicines. Our medicinal field has evolved so much and is constantly, creating new things, creating new vaccines, creating methods to treat things. So there's no need to use these animals for that reason. And to show luxury and to show wealth, if we as a society accept that this is a bad thing, the people that show their wealth and luxury this way are going to stop because they won't like the negative attention, because they want positive attention. They want people going, "Ooh, where'd you get that? Ooh, I like that." They're going to want that positive attention, and they're not going to get it if we as a society just say, "Hey, this isn't cool anymore." Putting an end to poaching. One of the main reasons why poaching is so hard to stop is due to a lack of infrastructure to enforce poaching regulations. We as a world need to work together to rebuild this infrastructure. Some ways we can combat poaching is to recruit more wild scouts, so if you make the law, you have to have people to enforce that law. Get the general public involved. If we as a society decide this is a bad thing altogether, people are going to stop. Provide animals a sanctuary. We already have some that we need to feed into and make them better, make them more habitable for these animals. More sensors and trackers will allow us to easily see where certain animals are and, just generally how to keep up with them, keep up with their patterns, their migrations. And if something does happen, we can find that animal. Outlaw the sale of animal body parts altogether. So some of these are hunted in regulation with a kind of max capacity number. So if we just outlaw it altogether, there will be no confusion, and any killing is poaching. Donating to organizations that help prevent poaching is one of the best things that the average person can do. If everybody donated $5, we would have a robust amount of money. There would be so much money, they would be able to use all of that to go towards things that we need and that we can change and that we can do, and to pay the people that do those things and to pay the people that protect those animals. It takes a lot more than most people know. So this is my Works Cited page. That's all I have for you today. I hope you have a great rest of your week. See you next time.